Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And now from the pistol formation. And the running back takes the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. And the run moves the ball into the 33.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Can he get there on the ground? He has first down yardage at the 46.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the 3rd down conversion.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Testing the right side here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. The Gators keep the football on the move.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They look to throw it here on second down. With the catch, it's Flanagan. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Gators looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here for this offense. They'll toss it to the right side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. An important third down attempt for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his target. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
They'll kick it away here. He'll field the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Florida offense is back out on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Oh, it's snapped to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Positive yards. That's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Third down after that running play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Florida 7, Alabama 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right for you to see an interception like this.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting off the defender.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. powers through. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. He's found some room at the 45. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Direct snap to the back. Has the 1st down and more. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man, and it falls incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the back now goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Florida. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Ball handed off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff running right. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. Here comes the point after attempt. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wide out. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Ball handed off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's got his man wide open. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
1st and goal now. A chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Well, that's their second second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Running. It's a mean stiff arm. He's still going. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Bama. And they'll set up with PAT. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. Final 10 seconds of the first half. They'll line up with first and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Tackled after the interception, and that will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense coming back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's second down. Same tailback, another carry. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. Trying to come all the way back. Now to try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Alabama, 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Gators offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Can he reach the end zone? Can be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Point after, knocked right through. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's caught inside the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Great. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now here's the toss play. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. That's reeled in. It's Clements. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. We go with a direct snap. Running through the tackle. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff to the single back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick grab. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made way down to the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators churn out another 1st down. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
And the Gators with 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. As a design quarterback keeper. Paddling down near the goal line, but loses the football.
Well, you're trailing in a game like this in the second half. An opportunity in the red zone. Needs to get a field goal, hopefully a touchdown. The most important aspect is ball security. You got to take care of the football, and instead, they cost themselves a possession.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Short loss in the play sets up second and long from the 18. Press coverage now from the secondary. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Powering through.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
1st down and 10 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Tie. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Gators offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
So nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Have been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver, and it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today. He now to try here for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they gain to the 42-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Again, makes it second and medium. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Buying time now, rolling to his left. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
The big fullback's got it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. And And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. Now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game.